Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Shri Radhe Rama Jaya Panchatattva 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 Jaya Panchatattva Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की समवेद गौर भक्त वृंद के निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे Hare Krishna. So, welcoming all of you for today's morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. And today we are going to read Srimad Bhagavatam 3rd canto, chapter 27, verse 23. So, invocation prayer of Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jairmudirayet Nashtapraye Svabhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Neshtiki Prakritihi Purushasyeha Dahyamana Tu Aharnisham Tiro Bhavitri Sanakai Agnaryonir Ivaranihi Prakritihi Purushasyeha Dahyamana Tvaharnisham Tiro Bhavitri Sanakai Agnaryonir Ivaranihi Prakritihi Purushasyeha Dahyamana Tvaharnisham Tiro Bhavitri Shanakai Agnaryonir Ivaranihi Prakritihi Purushasyeha Dahyamana Tvaharnisham Tiro Bhavitri Shanakai Agnaryonir Ivaranihi Prakriti Purushasyeha Dahyamana Tvaharnisham Tiro bhavitri shanakain Agnayonir ivaranihi Prakriti purushasyeha Manato harnisham Tiro bhavitri shanakair Agnayonirivaranihi Prakriti purushasyeha Dahyamanato harnisham Tiro bhavitri shanakair Agnayonirivaranihi Prakriti purushasyeha Dahyamanato harnisham Tiro bhavitri shanakair Agnayonirivaranihi Vaishnavis Prakriti purushasyeha Manatva harnisham Bhavitri sanakaya Agnaryonirivaranihi Prakriti purushasyeha Dahyamanato harnisham Tiro bhavitri shanakain Agnaryonirivaranihi Prakriti purushasyeha Dahyamanato harnisham Tiro bhavitri shanakain Agnaryonirivaranihi. Word-to-word meaning. Prakriti, the influence of material nature. Purushasya, of the living entity. Iha, here. Dahyamana, being consumed. Tu, but. Ahanisham, day and night. Tira bhavitri, disappearing. Shanakai, gradually. Agne, of fire. Yonihi, the cause of appearance. Iva, as. Aranihi, wooden sticks. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charanarvind Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. The influence of material nature has covered the living entity, and thus it is as if the living entity were always in a blazing fire. But by the process of seriously discharging devotional service, this influence can be removed, just as wooden sticks which cause a fire are themselves consumed by it. Purport. Fire is conserved in wooden sticks, and when circumstances are favorable, the fire is ignited. But the wooden sticks, which are the cause of the fire, are also consumed by the fire if it is properly dealt with. Similarly, the living entity's conditional life of material existence is due to his desire to lord it over the material nature and due to his envy of the Supreme Lord. Thus, his main disease are that he wants to be one with the Supreme Lord, or he wants to become the Lord of material nature. The karmis try to utilize the resources of material nature and thus become its Lord and enjoy sense gratification. And the jnanis, the salvationists, who have become frustrated in enjoying the material resources, who want to become one with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or merge into the impersonal effulgence. These two diseases are due to material contamination. Material contamination can be consumed by devotional service, because in devotional service, these two diseases, namely the desire to lord it over the material nature and the desire to become one with the Supreme Lord, are absent. Therefore, the cause of material existence is at once consumed by the careful discharge of devotional service in Krishna consciousness. A devotee in full Krishna consciousness appears superficially to be a great karmi, always working. But the inner significance of the devotee's activities is that they are meant for the satisfaction of the Supreme Lord. This is called bhakti, or devotional service. Arjuna was apparently a fighter, but when by his fighting he satisfied the senses of Lord Krishna, he became a devotee. Since a devotee also engages in philosophical research to understand the Supreme Person as he is, his activities may thus appear to be like those of a mental speculator. But actually, he is trying to understand the spiritual nature and transcendental activities. Thus, although the tendency for philosophical speculation exists, the material effects of fruitive activities and empiric speculation do not, because this activity is meant for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Here it completes translation and purport of verse 23rd in chapter 22nd, 27th, canto 3. Hare Krishna. So let's have a small prayer. Before that, I speak anything, to beg for the mercy from all assembled Vaishnavas, all senior Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis here, so that I could speak something worthy for all of your pleasure and for my purification also. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Gurau Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Namo Me Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasatya Desatharine Vansha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So we are reading the chapter Understanding Material Nature. So these are all the chapters deals with the instructions of Kapil Muni. So in third canto there are 9 chapters which are dedicated thus for the teachings of Kapil Dev, the son of Devahuti. So the third canto is specifically deals about the primary creation sarga and how the living entities are got into this material world, starting from the creation of Pradhan and till the time Brahma starts creating the material nature. So we have seen some number of chapters. From chapter 25, the context, it's better to see the context like what we are into. So in chapter 25, bhakti is described by Kapil Muni, because what is the relationship between Purusha and Prakriti? So this was the question by Devahuti. So describe that how these two people, Purusha and Prakriti, are interacting with each other. Immediately, Kapil Muni describes what Bhagavad Bhakti. That's what he wanted to actually say, Bhagavad Bhakti. Immediately he started that. But again, to very systematically build up, why Bhagavad Bhakti only? So then he takes up from chapter 26, chapter 27, chapter 28, and then in chapter 29 he describes again the Bhagavad Bhakti. So in chapter 25, it is discussed Kapilo Bhakti Mahatam. When mother asked Matra Prishtam Panchavimsa, in 25th chapter, mother asked that please describe what is the connection between Purusha and Prakriti. Then immediately he tells about Tal Lakshanam Tat Prabhavam. What is the characteristics of Bhagavad Bhakti, pure devotional service, and what is the effect of it, and how great it is. Tad utkarshascha sarvatah. Then in 26th chapter he takes up the creation, the sarga. Why? Because unless somebody knows how he has caught up, it's difficult to get out, right? So for living entity, those who caught up in material nature, knowledge about material nature is very, very important for them to understand, because it's very easy to get out from the snare of illusory energy when somebody knows how he has caught up. Maybe because the pure devotional service could be very difficult to get for many people, right? That's why it holds the characteristics of Sudurlabha, very rare to attain, especially Bhava Bhakti. So to delineate that how one can go, he tells Mahad Adinam Utpatti Lakshanam Tatha, how this Mahad Tattva and all that has created, and Tair Avirat Virat Tasya Chaitanyam, and how Virat Purusha it got into consciousness. And Virat Purusha was sleeping, and then how it Uktamat Apraveshatah, when Supreme Lord enters Praveshatah into the Virat Purusha, and the Virat Purusha again rises up. So that was discussed in chapter 26. And 27, the chapter in which we are dealing, Saptavimse Bhakti Mishra Jnana Sadhana Vistriteh. In 27th chapter, Bhakti Mishra Jnana is described. The Jnana Mishra Bhakti and Bhakti Mishra Jnana. Bhakti Mishra Jnana means Jnana is a lot. Bhakti is somewhere little bit. So by that, there Pumsa Prakriti or Vivekacha. Difference between Purusha and Prakriti is also described by Kapil Muni. So that what will happen? Moksha Riti Udiryate. How living entity will get liberated. So that has been described by ascertaining what is Purusha and what is Prakriti. So here we see, when he has described it, mother is telling that, okay, you have told how Prakriti is, Prakriti, all living entities are Prakriti. So far we understand from Bhagavad Gita, right? Everything is Prakriti. But mistakenly, Jiva, who is Prakriti, he thinks himself to be Purusha. And in this way, he gets into a false ego. And then he tries to enjoy the another Prakriti. One Prakriti tries to enjoy another Prakriti, means trying to imitate the Supreme Lord. That's what it is. So he tells how they are, Jiva, the Prakriti is fully conditioned with material nature. By knowing this, one will get liberated. But mother is telling here that still, because the cause of bondage is not finished, that is not the ultimate cause of the bondage. So how living entities will get liberated? She tells, Yatha gandhasya bhumesya na bhavo vyatirekatah apam rasasya cha yatha tatha buddhe parasya cha. As there is no separate existence of the earth and its aroma, or the water and its taste, there cannot be any separate existence of intelligence and consciousness. So the intelligence which is contaminated of the jiva, how they can be separated? Because the real cause of material nature in which the jiva is stuck up, the real cause of its stucking up, the bondage is not over. So, since one is attracted to the other eternally, how is there separation possible? My dear Brahmana, does material nature ever give release to the spirit soul? So then Kapil Muni tells, yes, how he can get liberated? He tells, Tivraya mai bhaktya cha shruta sambritaya chiram animittena nimittena swadharmenam latmana. So immediately he tells that by Tivra Bhakti, by intense devotional service, one can get liberated. One can get liberation by seriously discharging devotional service unto me, and thereby hearing for a long time about me from me. About me and or from me. And thus, executing one's prescribed duties, there will be no reaction, and one will be freed from contamination of matter. And to get to this, one has to perform this devotional service with a strong knowledge and with transcendental vision. One must be strongly renounced and must engage in austerity and perform mystic yoga in order to be firmly fixed in self-absorption. So by performing Tivra Bhakti, what will happen? The jiva will surely burn away the conditioning. As he is burning into this material world, material nature, it will burn away. So then the cause, Srila Prabhupada, out of causeless mercy, the cause is being told by Srila Prabhupada here. Why living entities are into this material world, bondage, why it is so? So he tells there are two things which are the cause, which is also mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, if you remember, 7th chapter. Ichha and Dvesh. The two things, Ichha and Dvesh. Now this very famous sloka of Bhagavad Gita, you know. Ichha Dvesha samuthena dvandamohena bharata sarva bhutani sammoham sarge yanti parantapa. By two things, Ichha and Dvesh, when it arises, samuthena, samyak rupena uthena, in the living entity, and then he gets into the bondage of dvanda moha, duality. Sarva bhutani sammoham, and this Ichha and Dvesa is illusion, the bewilderment created by material nature for not one person but everybody. Everybody is into this Ichha and Dvesa. Something he likes and something he dislikes. Always it is so. Something like, something dislike. Sarge yanti param tapa. In this way, living entity is his landing into this material world. So he lands, then he starts his business of perpetual bondage, perpetual life, of material life. So Srila Prabhupada tells, because of Ichha, living entities are grossly seen to be try to enjoy the material world. Ichha. Ichha means I like this. Something I like to see, something I like to eat, something like to hear, and all that. But of course, this is also material. So then he tried to enjoy the material world, thinking himself to be the lord of this material world. So this is one disease because of his ear. Suppose somebody can think that, okay, I am not the enjoyer. I will not enjoy. Nothing belongs to me. So there are some people that say nothing belongs to me. But they also don't say to whom it belongs. They say nothing belongs to me. Everything belongs to someone, but it doesn't belong to me. Maybe Prakriti. But everything belongs to someone. Who is that someone? They do not know. So why? Because still they have dvesh. They have enviousness. Enviousness toward whom? Every jiva. One jiva is envious of every jiva practically. Somewhere in the corner of the heart, the enviousness is there. Why? Because every jiva is, of course, in this material world, every jiva is envious of Supreme Lord. Just opposite of enviousness is prem, love of God, right? So as soon as that arises, that prema arises, then enviousness is gone. Otherwise, everybody is envious. But the pinnacle of enviousness, the practice of this disease. What is that? The last snare of Maya that Srila Prabhupada tells. What is that? Trying to merge into the existence of Supreme. Oh, I cannot become God. Forget about it. At least I will merge into God. Then through God I will exercise godness. Right? Okay, better become Krishna. Get with Krishna, then I will enjoy rasa dance. Right? With many gopis. Right? There are some people, they practice like that. Merge into the... All that devotional thing they will practice, at the end, what is the conclusion? Merge into God. After that, what happened? He merged into Parabrahman. Everything finished. That's called Sarvanas. So, this is one. Or else, okay, I'll finish myself. Either merge into the God, the personality of God, or else you merge into the Brahma Jyoti. Or else you cannot do either of it, then try to become God here only in this material world. Because there are plenty of people could be fooled in this Kali Yuga. So they try to become God themselves. So this Ichcha and Dvesh are the two diseases by which living entity is fully shackled. And he can't do anything, he is helpless. Jiva is practically helpless in such conditions, in such situation. So what is the remedy Srila Prabhupada is telling? Okay, you want to enjoy? Okay, no problem. Enjoy. You want to do something great to enjoy this material world, but do it for Krishna. Right? Do it for Supreme Lord. So that's what Srila Prabhupada is telling here. So Arjuna was apparently a fighter, but when by his fighting he satisfied the senses of Lord Krishna, he became a devotee. So what do you think? Srila Prabhupada is telling Arjuna was not devotee before. He was a devotee. But to show us, Jiva, Srila Prabhupada is telling that he became a devotee by telling his practice of fighting for the pleasure of Krishna. That's what we see. This Ichcha could be Krishna, what is this? Kama Krishna Karmarpane. So Srila Prabhupada most beautifully, he established this, he exercised this, the cure, the remedy, the medicine of this disease. This medicine means what is the cause of the disease, that what is the actually cause of disease, that same thing could be cause of the cure also, right? Narad Muni tells to Vyasdev in first canto. He tells, Amayo yascha bhutanam chayate yena suvrata tad evahi amayam dravyam na punati chikitsitam. Amayo yascha bhutanam. Amaya means disease. The living entities, but the factor by which they are diseased. Jayate yena suvrata. If the same thing could be used in some different way, then that could be the cause of his cure also, right? Like specifically we see when we go for homeopathic medicine, they always give alcohol, right? And they will say, please take out your tongue, and they will put, and then after that it looks little bizarre taste, but they will give some sweet balls also, right? And we used to gulp it. They used to say take 4 or 5, but we used to take it full in our childhood time. So the same thing, which could be like a curd, right? The milk which can create problem for a tummy, the transformation of milk, curd can use as the remedy for the tummy, right? So amyo yasya bhutanam jayate yena suvrata tad evahi amayam dravyam na punati chikitsam. Yes, that is that the same cause of disease doesn't work for the curing the disease? So Vedavas say yes, it causes. So why you are not describing the glories of the Lord? Let people connect with Krishna. Let they do something for Krishna. Why you are describing all these things? You speak big devotional service. Okay. At the end you say that okay, this can get you what? Very nice, happy family life, long duration of life, so much of wealth, so much of fame and name. Why so? Describe over the pure devotional service, genuinely. Let people, they are accustomed to do activities for sense gratification, let them deploy those things for service of the Lord, for the pleasure of the Lord. That will get them cured. So, by this, Srila Prabhupada has done so. Like Srila Prabhupada told that if you want to create big multi-stories building, build it for Krishna. Build it for Krishna. If you want to, you have the, like in Rajas, we want to create something, right? So that people could see that, yes, I created this, I did that, I did this. So this mentality could be engaged in service of the Lord. Any mentality, right? That's like, Srila Prabhupada once, we were there in the 22nd Avenue, and one of the evening, there are so many kids, they were shouting outside, dogs are barking outside, it was so disturbing. Srila Prabhupada told one of his students, can you go and chase those dogs away? So he really took up that service very sincerely. And he was chasing them away, again they were coming back. Again coming back. At the end he really was successful. And he told Prabhupada, I chased them away. They're not barking anymore. So Prabhupada, thank you so much. That's by this service. This is service. Engaging whatever skill that Jiva has, but what skill they are actually engaging into now in conditional life, to lording it over the material nature. But could be engaged in the service of the Lord. And for those who are little more speculative, mental speculation because of irsha from the Supreme Lord, so for them, philosophical speculation, Srila Prabhupada prescribes. Philosophical speculation. There is a difference in mental speculation and philosophical speculation. Philosophical speculation means you speculate, but you should go toward Krishna as the conclusion of your speculation. Not just you speculated everything and ultimately nothing came in my mind, so source of everything is zero, void. So not that. And that's a mental speculation. So philosophical speculation is recommended by Srila Prabhupada. So by this, if somebody does so, but this type of activity is also not going to cure the things, unless somebody starts tivra bhakti, intense devotional service, tivrena bhakti yogena. So then, but how one can come to this platform of tivrena bhakti yogena? Is it any way? By your own desire can we do so? Or somebody can help us to get Tivra Bhakti? Yes? Do you do it? How somebody can get to Tivra Bhakti? Now it's your turn to speak. Yes? Previous sloka it was there. But how? How somebody get into Tivra Bhakti? Yes? Yes, Prabhuji? A strong desire. Yeah. A strong desire, somebody can get Tivra Bhakti. That's one way, that's good. But still I in search of something else. Lalyam, that's okay. But who will give lalyam? Yeah? By associating with his Tivra Bhakti. By associating with the devotees who are performing Tivra Bhakti. This is the answer. The lalyam is the only thing which can be purchased. And that's what Rupa Goswami tells. You go and purchase it somewhere, wherever it's available. Tatrapi lalyam chapi ekalam mulyam. That's ek hi mulya hai. That's like, there is only one value. That is lalyam. If you are getting it somewhere, go and purchase it. As much cost it required, go and purchase it. Otherwise, everything is zero. There is no use. So when somebody comes in association of devotees, and association of devotees means what? What should the effect of association of devotees? The lalyam has been begotten, right? The greed and the attraction of the Lord that they have, that is also attracted toward the personality. That's what is meant by association of devotees. And we see all the devotees, specifically Siddhas, they are actually in that platform. That they have the greed of performing devotion service, and specifically Sankirtan, the fire of Sankirtan, glorification of the Lord, that burns away this material fire. The two types of fire, the external fire and there is internal fire also. The lalyam is internal fire. Internal fire is there. We say, Prabhuji, this is a fiery devotee. What is this fiery devotee? So internal fire is there inside. Right? So internal fire extinguishes external fire, right? External fire, because of material nature, we are always burning into external fire. One country is attacking another country with Russia, Ukraine. Millions of people are affected because of that for many, many years. They are going on, not ceasing. And then, this Middle East is going on. Then people are attacking the sea vessels, Hormuz, all that. It's going on. And then one state, another state. One people, another people. In relationship, in family members itself. One person, another person. Fight. The fire is going on. And not only outside, inside also fire is going on, isn't it? Every cell, there is a fire going on. Carbon plus O2, CO2 is getting created and there is fire. The reaction itself is fire. We are practically in fire burning, but we are not able to see. That's why we every day sing, Sansar dava nalalida loka tranaya karunya ghana ghanatvam praptasya kalyan gunarnavasya vande guru shri charanarvindam. So this material world is actually fire. And the living it is helpless. But there is hope. They are not hopeless. What is that hope? What is that help? It's the association of Guru Janas, association of such Vaishnavas. And what they are doing? How they are extinguishing that fire? By doing the rain of mercy. Rain of mercy. Karunya ghana ghanatvam. And how the rain of mercy happens? By Sankirtan. Mahaprabhu Kirtan Nritya Kita Vaditra Madhyan Manaso Rasena Romancha Kampa Shrutaranga Bhajo Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. And spiritual master, not only he does Sankirtan, but also he encourages living entities to get into this Sankirtan. And this Sankirtan itself is likened to be fire by Acharyas, especially Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj tells. The Sankirtan is having the fire of 7 tongues of Sankirtan fire. Like when we put ahuti, every day we do yajna. So there is fire, isn't it? There are many, many flames that's coming. So there are 7 tongues of the fire of Sankirtan mentioned by Acharyas. So what are the 7 tongues? They are the first 7 benedictions given by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu if anybody does Sankirtan. 7 benedictions. You know the 7 benedictions, every day we chant. Cheto darpan marjanam bhava mahadavagni nirvapanam Shreyah kairava chandrika vitaranam vidyavadhu jivanam Anandam buddhivardhanam pratipadam purnamrita swadanam sarvatmasanapanam param vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. So when this Shri Krishna Sankirtanam is enacted, done with the devotees, the 7 flames of Sankirtan arises. And then what happens? Then there is Kripa Vrishti. All this all the 7 benedictions are given to the living entities, ending with Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam Pratipadam Purnamrita Swadanam. So this all benedictions are given by Supreme Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But how we are getting it? Through the association of devotees, association of Vaishnavas. So we are so fortunate to get that association, isn't it? We are so fortunate to get that association, and we have the opportunity to do the Sankirtan in such a wonderful institution created by Srila Prabhupada called ISKCON. So we should take full advantage of it, full advantage of this performance of Sankirtan in our life. Srila Krishna, Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur tells, this is Bhakti Yoga. It was Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti Yoga Dhan. You can recite it together, it's a very beautiful sloka. Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti Yoga Dhan. Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti Yoga Krishna Nama Smarana Krandan. Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti Yoga Dhan. This is the great transcendental treasure for the jivas. if they have got it, all of us got it. It's a dhan, it's a treasure. How the treasure should be kept with great care, and it should be cultivated. Anushilinam bhaktiyai Krishna Nama Smarana or Krandan, crying for Krishna. Krandan. So Bhakti Yoga, the 3 times told, Srila Acharya tells the Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Maharaj tells that it is one Bhakti Yoga told for Sambandha Gyan, another Bhakti Yoga told for, then after that, Abhideya, and third one is told for Prayojan. So Bhakti Yoga from the beginning till end is Bhakti Yoga only, whether it is Sambandha, whether it is Abhideya, or whether it is Prayojana. And how it should be performed? Bhakti Ei Krishna Nama Smarana and Krandan. That's the way of performing Bhakti Yoga. Krishna Nam should be done, but at the same time with Smarana of Krishna, with the relationship, Sambandha Gyan with Krishna. Then it becomes Abhideya. Krishna Nam is Smarana, and then he comes to Prema by default in Krandan. So that's what is the treasure. It's already every jiva has got potentially, specifically for those who has already come into this disciplic succession. So this need to be cultivated, and that by that what will happen? He will be drowning, not be drowning, but he will be enjoying into the ocean of bhakti ras, and this burning fire and all this way long had been done, like that. So Lord Sri Krishna tells that by doing this Tivra Bhakti, Mad Vishya Bhakti, he tells to Uddhavji, Srimad Bhagavatam 11th canto. So Yatha Bhakti Susamidharchi, Yatha Agni Susamidharchi, Agni means the fire, it becomes Susamriddha, very intense fire, burns away as much wood is fed to it as a fuel, it will burn away everything. Similarly, Tatha Mad Vishya Bhakti Uddhava Enamsis Kritsnasa. Similarly, O Uddhava, Mad Vishya Bhakti, if devotional service is done keeping Krishna to be the objective, not any other thing. No? We could have many objectives in our life also to perform devotional service. But Krishna to please, that should be the Vishaya of our Bhagavad. Then what happens? Karoti enamsi kritsnasa dhvansa. All that sinful reactions and all that cause of burning. What is the cause of burning that we discussed? Ichha and Dvesha is incinerated, burnt alive. And what just remains? The loving fervor, the attitude to serve unlimitedly and please Supreme Lord, of course, and along with all the Vaishnavas. And then the success is attained very easily. So with these words today we discussed about what are the, we just reflected upon the purport of Srila Prabhupada, that how living entities are actually into this shackle of Ichha and Devesha. And Ichha specifically is exercised by the karmis in the effort of lording it over the material nature, and they are suffering life after life. And Jnana, we see, is exercised in the best extents, the topmost extents with by the Jnanis. The Dvesha is exercised, and how to come out of it. We also saw that there is a remedy of philosophical speculation and dovetailing things for Krishna, but unless somebody takes up the devotion service, the real help is not going to come, and it's difficult actually. So then we also discussed how to get to that Tivra Bhakti. So with this some few words, I like to keep it here, and I just open for any comment, any correction, any clarification. Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you so much for the powerful class. So we mentioned one very powerful point about how to attain Tivra Bhakti, and you said that the way to do this is association of the Tivra Bhakta, or the devotee who is on this level. when we're in the direct association, practically, maybe when our Guru Maharaj is around or some sadhu is around, we feel this, we are able to actually practice in this level. But once they are gone, then somehow we become complacent or something. But we have seen so many personalities who've been able to practice Tivra Bhakti even when the spiritual master or the sadhu is not around. What is the differentiating factor between these personalities who have succeeded to practice in Vani and us who are not able to keep up the Tivra Bhakti when we are not in association?
Okay. Thank you so much. Very wonderful question. Prabhu's question is that when we are in the association of devotees like senior Vaishnavas, Gurujanas who are into Tivra Bhakti, then in physical association we also remain enthused and inspired to do such bhakti, such type of devotion service. But when physically absent, then we happen to slacken down in our practice. Is this your question? Now how to get to that? Is this question? What's the remedy? What is the difference? Okay, what is the difference? Okay. So difference is like many devotees also, even though they are not there in physical association of the source of their inspiration, but still they are able to do the devotion service. Why? Because they are not relating in association on the physical platform. There are different platforms in which we can associate. The one is very easily seen, that is physical proximity, physical association. Like somebody is chanting, somebody is doing such devotional service, you feel immediately physically inspired to do such things. But really the deepness of that purpose is not so so visible. You understand? It's not so deep. So maybe physically we might be inspired, but when physically absence is there, then the physical inspiration also will surely fade away, because in the physical platform. But when it will go to down, from physical it will go to vacha, and when it will go to manasa, then even though there is physical dissociation, physical separation, but actually there is no separation. When somebody on the mental platform, but on the platform of manasa, he is in one with the desire of those personalities to whom he inspires, who gets inspired and gets inspiration from. He is one with the mood. What do you say? That's one mood and mission, right? What is mood and mission is important. So mood, he gets into the mood of that person, right? Like Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Nityananda Prabhu, who is more Mahaprabhu conscious. Mahaprabhu is more Mahaprabhu conscious, and Nityananda is more Mahaprabhu conscious. Yeah? Who is? Nityananda is more Mahaprabhu conscious. Right? Because he has taken the mission of Mahaprabhu, right? So maybe Mahaprabhu not so much into for his mission, but Nityananda Prabhu is more for his mission than Mahaprabhu himself. That's why he is more compassionate than Mahaprabhu, right? Similarly, for ourselves also, we take up the cause of our spiritual master, not on the physical platform, but on the internal. We internalize it. Manobhishtam, Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Soyam Rupa Kadamayam Dadate Sa Padantikam. So that's Manobhishtam, if you'll do, and that may take time, right? That may take time. You liked some words of your spiritual master. You like that, yes, this is so nice, so wonderful. Just don't tell it, just it was just wonderful. Grab it and put it in your heart and put it in the altar, golden altar of your heart, and worship it every day. By that, what will happen? You will increase the unique. You get the attached with that, right? The attachment to the word of such devotees and the devotee itself is same, right? That's why when Arjuna, he finds that Krishna left the planet and was broken into pieces. He was seeing everything hopeless, everything like zero. Yugaitam niveshana, everything is shunya. So then he was prescribed again, remember those instructions that Lord Krishna gave you in battlefield of Kurukshetra. remember that, hold yourself, Arjuna. Then he remembered them. There was no printed books then. So, but he remembered, he had the memory power. So he could remember, recall them. He has forgotten it. In a physical association, people, they forget instructions, right? That's very easy. He forgot also. He forgot Krishna. What Krishna will do? When the Brahmana's sons were all being taken away with the Karunadaksha Vishnu, he was like, this Yadu, this basically Balram Krishna, what will do? I'll personally do by the power of Lord Shiva and with Gandiv. I will retrieve all of your sons, Brahmana, don't worry. Physical association, this is sometimes dangerous also. So later on, when Lord Krishna left, he really got into the instructions. Then you could get the as soon as you get into the instructions of such souls, then you immediately get the you get the effect of their association, even more powerful than physical association. This is beauty, right? So this is what I could say. Probably a little bit with the many senior Vaishnavas also, they could also add up into it. Yes, please.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. You mentioned that out of the 6 anarthas, they can be used as a remedy also for the cure. So as far as I remember, 5 of them can be used, but envy should be given up.
Envy cannot be given up.
It should be given up.
Yeah, envy has to be given up. Yeah, correct.
You can comment on this,
Envy can be given up. Yeah, correct. Envy cannot be utilized in, cannot be dovetailed in anything. Envy has to be given up. But how somebody can give up envy? Unless he practices devotional service sincerely, envy also cannot be given up so easily. Envy cannot be dovetailed, right? Envy cannot be dovetailed, but it can be given up only when somebody has come to prema. Then he will completely free from enviousness. But still we can practice. Reading Srimad Bhagavatam is mainly for those who are fully free from all enviousness. But still, those who have such enviousness, and still we can practice studying Bhagavatam in association of Bhagavatas, and we can get the same result, becoming Nivritta Tarasai Rupagiya Manas Bhavashada Shrutra Mano Virama. So that will act as our Aushadhi. So this is some few things. When Lord Krishna will dance upon envious snake of Kaliya, then it will get pacified.
So,
like that.
As you mentioned that on the platform Prema, this will get over. So to reach on to that platform, we should follow the process actually.
Yeah. Yes.
From Vaidhi Bhakti, and then gradually we should.
Correct. Thank you. Thank you for nice comment, Hare Krishna. So we'll end here. Thank you.